Welcome everybody. What's going on? Great to connect with you. Let's see here. Oh, man. There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on here. I'm broadcasting on my YouTube. I'm also here recording this for the content for the library, and I'm coming to you guys live here on Facebook because I love interacting with my audience. And so, welcome. What's up? Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Great to connect with you guys. A lot of stuff is going on. Chantel, what's going on? You need to listen to this. There's a lot of things that are happening right now that everything is swirling into this vortex of and you guys must be feeling this, okay? Like, this is not just me. This isn't just Bobby doing this on his own. I know we're all going through big, huge things in our life. Jason, what's up? Glad you joined, man. I basically go off every so often for about an hour, and I basically just share some value. This is like an upcoming events list of things that are going down. So we've got the group session happening next week. This is going to be big enough for any team, anyone who wants to come in. I'm going to jam for about 3 hours. I'm going to give you guys aligned names. We're going to go through your reports. It's going to be so super magnetic. It is so super wonderful and very, very powerful. And yeah, so that's happening next week. I just wanted to put that out there. If you guys want to come, then you're more than welcome to. If you are going to book a session with me live, if you book a session with me live right now, it's Bobby Appara to XYZ, then I will give you a free invite to that happening next week. Okay, so I will do that for you guys right now. Or as well, if you just want to book in some one-on-one time, I will absolutely give you a free bonus just for the amount of excitement, the things that are happening. I'm being featured on stuff. I'm super excited. Everybody's reached out to me, Bobby, can we get you? Can we work with you? And I'm like, really? Me? You want to work with me? I want to work with you. I think we should do something in this universe. We should absolutely make it a better place. I know a lot of you guys feel me, and it's crazy the conversations that we've been having for the last little while. Justin, I just broke it off with the woman I thought I married. My brother, that just deserved a moment of silence. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that everything's all right. I hope that it's not getting nasty and that you guys are absolutely going to reconcile, or whatever needs to happen does. I've been down my fair share, down the road, my fair share of breakups, and it's no fun, man. Like, I want to absorb that energy from you, and I can feel a lot of and you know, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it everywhere. There's a lot of excessive energy of force, or excessive energy of let go, or of tension, or of and a lot of my clients are showing up this way, and we're all moving through this stuff. It's almost like we're not alone. So if anything, if that gives you a feeling to think we're all going through this together, no need to think I'm an island. No, you're a community, you're a country. There are people around you who want to be around you. So next week, be a part of it. If you guys are wanting to be a part of it, you message me. I'll get you guys in, and you're part of an exclusive mastermind. We're also going to be doing a very, very spiritual, powerful thing, and we're letting go of a spiritual event. If you guys believe in that kind of stuff, Mercury retrograde. So people are like, this is happening more often than not lately. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. Like, Chantel sees you. We're moving on more positive vibes. And my email was 7777. Man, you gotta check your email, bro. But my heart goes out to you. Great things happening for your future. I like to think that the fuck-ups, the crap, the breakups, the heartbreak, the heartache, they all build toward the value or the reason why your success will taste sweeter. I promise you, going down negative drug addictions myself, almost ending my life many times, not caring about it, not like just faking my way through the world. I promise you what I'm saying is true. All of the crap you go through, it's just flavor, baby. It's just seasoning. It's just spices. It's just enough flavor for your life to give you meaning when it actually does and will happen. The things that you go through, you can go through them. I know you can. So this is like the level of energy, the level of downloads coming in. That's going to be happening over the next week, and I am so super pumped. This group session is going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be crazy. They've been getting crazier, and I know that this one's going to be nuts because this is like community-wide, okay? Like, I've had Tammy do one for me. I had Craig do one for me where it was like cross-team. Now it's Bobby doing one for you guys. So it's everybody's been asking me, hey, can we get in a group session? I'm like, of course you can. Come on. Like, come on. What do you think? Of course we're going to do this. Of course we're going to make it happen. The group effect, guys, it's nuts. Because people work with me a few times. It's entrepreneurial nature that you're going to want to hire coaches. And if you like what you hear, you're going to want to see it and hear more of it and figure it out and see how you can apply it. And so this is a technology. This isn't me. I'm just a fun-loving guy. I'm not this like crazy, oh my God, you got to listen to this. This is nuts. I've tapped into something that is. So I stand before you as an observer of this and an interpreter of this technology that is like changing our lives. This numerology is basically what's up. Adrian, what's going on, brother? Oh man, I hope the summit was epic. Obviously it was, dude. I want to hear all about it. Chantel, you aren't giving anything you cannot handle. That's what they say in the Bible, that God can't put you through anything He can't take you out of. I absolutely believe it. Ashley, what's going on? How's it going? Great to see you on my live. I'm super pumped because next week I'm doing a group event. So tell your teams, tag your friends. If anybody books their session in with me live while I'm doing my video, I'm going to invite you for free. But otherwise, it's just $111. It's going to be power. What else is happening? I wanted to make sure that I shared with you guys what was going on. So I wrote it all down because it always happens that I don't do this. Next week, so I'm doing the group session on one night. Then the next day, I'm hosting a live event at my house. So I will record and broadcast this. It is the launch of my 90-day blitz. This is the launch of my 90-day force for action. Okay, so I've been in Enagic for 5 years. I got sidetracked. I built a very powerful numerology business. I'm sitting at 114 sales. I'm just like looking at it like I'm going to do this. And now I have the power of Sally by my side. And oh man, it's so super cool. But I'm hosting an event to circulate energy, my community energy. I'm being completely straight up and honest with you guys. I'm using my community as a magnet, as like a magnetic motor that is going to circulate the success energy around me. I'm going to learn what you guys are doing. I'm going to implement your guys' best practices. I'm going to grow vicariously through your stories. I'm going to go through my own as well. So there's a lot of like recycling and capitalizing on a lot of energy that is like really going to take us further. So I'm going to be basically detailing me and my wife's journey through a 90-day blitz. This is setting the example for my team. I have team out there. It's and I want to inspire them by saying I'm going to do this for myself for my business. And to be quite fair, I see all of my buddies, all of my people, everybody's crushing it, and I'm like, I started right there with you. And it's a long-term move. This isn't something you build over a single night. You realize the long-term marathon of what your Enagic conversation looks like. You're not in this for a quick buck. It will grow. You will one day be looking at stacks of checks, of Enagic checks, that are like, you've changed people's lives. The feeling is inside of here, guys. Like you are involved in something that you will have for the rest of your life, despite your coaching, despite your own personal development program, the thing that you bring to the world, to bring to market. You write a book, you create an organization. Those are all you. Those are all what you bring to the table. It's all circulated around such an unbelievable opportunity, that global affiliate zone, global prosperity movement, Enagic. We just all about a dream, right? And you go back down to the root of it, and it was just about Balage's mom wanting to help him feel better because the kid kept crawling over in his bed, and he couldn't get up and out of bed. And a mother in need was like, I got to find something that works. And they basically stumbled across the water first. And ever since that, I look at that and I'm like, man, I'm so glad I got fired from my job. Like, I'm so glad that I don't work. He brought numerology into my life. He brought Enagic into my life. I became an entrepreneur because of this guy. Like, huge respects to BWK, like straight up massive. Inspired, just ignited. And I remember being there with them like back in 2008 or something stupid. And we were just smoking weed, eating fried chicken, being like, we're going to change the world, man. we're going to do this. And he's like, I don't know how. And I'm like, me neither. And then, you know, we went our ways and we came back together at the right time, 2013. And he saved me. Because I was working at Shaw. I was working at like internet company. And I was doing so well. And they fired me. And I'm like, how does that happen? Oh, you're stealing. You're not doing the right thing. You're cheating on the thing. I'm like, what? And I was like operating from this place of truth, innovation, integrity. And here were people telling me like, oh, you know, you're not out of this one. Look at the way you're doing business. We don't do things like that here. And I didn't fit into the corporate mentality. I was unprecedented. My results were dramatic. There was no way anyone was even coming close. And of course, you know, I was using every single opportunity I could to save my customers, to serve them, to get referrals, to build on business. I wasn't treating it like a job of reports and charts. I was thinking about this as if how would I run my own business? And that wasn't enough for them. And I was like ready to be Shaw for life. And I'm your Shaw guy. And they didn't want me. And so I was like, you know what? I want me. And that was the moment I walked out of that business, the office. And Jim Pattison has a floor on that business. He's a really big tycoon inside of our area. And you know, I talked to him in the elevator a few times, and you know, he's just this nice little guy, and you know, he's just like got a smooth little like old man swagger to him, and you know, he's super boss, millions of dollars worth, and I'm like sitting in an elevator with this guy, just absorbing that law of attraction, magnetic energy. I work in this building. Oh my God, it's Jim Pattison. I used to work for you when I was younger. When I used to sell cars. I got fired. Oh my God. And that feeling is like, you know, your claim to fame. And I walked out of that building myself, just feeling like I'm going to make something happen for my life. This is before I had kids, before I had Sally, before I had anything. I'm going to make something for myself in my life. I'm actually going to like, you know, be someone. I'm never going to have a family if I always, you know, have to do this with my life or do this with my time. I'm never going to have enough time to do that. And that was my inspiration. I was sick and fed up of getting fired inside of workplaces. So I decided I was going to become an entrepreneur, and it led me down a personal development journey. A year later, I found numerology. I was like, whoa, wait a second. And then I sat on it for like 2 years as the name took that much time, 2.5 years to actually clean up my shit. And I basically like went through a vicious addiction, a vicious disassociation. I clambered back into work. I started working at a taxi, at a call center, at the mall. I just basically like let my numerology and my magic drift off to the side. And like that feeling was like, fuck, like, you know, like you don't just spend like $9,000 and alienate yourself from your family and like join this business and then give up on it. And I did that, and it was so sad. And I tell you guys, like, don't give up on your dreams, because they absolutely deserve you following them. Anyway, that's a topic for a different. If anything I've learned is that you gotta follow your dreams, because they will manifest. And so that, like, there's two things you have to understand there. One, you got no choice. They're coming true. Two, you better choose what you're dreaming, because some people are trapped in their freaking nightmare. So we've got an upcoming group that's happening next week. The day after, I'm doing it live. It's a little bit of a different twist. We're inviting all of the GAZ community to our house, the GPM house. It's in Nanaimo. So if you're in Nanaimo, you're going to watch this live. I will broadcast it. I'll absolutely share it to my channels. But we're going to document the launch of my 90 days, because I don't want to leave my magic business behind, and I got to stand up as a leader for my Sally. A leader is, you know, you got to lead from the front, not from the back. And while I've been able to help you guys and do a lot of stuff, one thing I've learned is that it made me want to seek out coaching. It made me want to get better. When after I've built this business, I look back and I'm like, I want to talk to people who are going to help me grow. I want to see that for myself. I want to grow. And so I hooked up with a bunch of people. Hey, Amanda, what's up? And I hooked up with a bunch of people, and I basically was like, coming out of this, realizing that I want more out of my life. I want more for my children. I want more for my community. And, you know, I want to be able to give more and give back more, and absolutely get more into the eye, absolutely grow my influence and help people to grow theirs. Just the spark of what I've experienced in this last 2 years of running my business, guys, it's been nuts. To see what's exploded in front of me, to see what I've been a part of, to see what I've given birth to, what we've literally named for children. It's like it's the feeling is second to none. It's one of the most powerful expressions you'll ever have in this universe, is to help a parent name their child. Like, man, that for me, that's like one of the most ultimate and sacred. Business, finances, personal wealth, I get it. But someone's birth name, like, you watch that, you help them build that destiny. Like, guys, it's nuts. We're gonna get to this in a little bit. Let's move forward. So I'm gonna be doing this thing live. There's gonna be people here. If you want to come by, if you want to hop on a ferry, if you want to be with us, you know, bring an appy, drinks or something, whatever you want. Have a good time with us. Build your community with us tomorrow or next week. It's gonna happen on the 30th, I think. So that's going to happen on the 30th or the 31st, something like that. Then in April, so April's a big month for me, okay? We're doing a lot of stuff in April. First of all, I'm going to be doing another group session at the end of April. I'm also going to be doing a couple of private ones in that month as well. In case that's you let me know. I've been asked to speak from Allie Mae, if you guys know who she is. Needs another reading. Tell me about baby's numbers. Absolutely, yeah, you definitely do. You absolutely definitely do. So Allie Mae was like, oh, we're putting together a group. Can you speak on it? I'm like, you know I'm your man. I got you. And I'm basically going to be dropping some serious value. You guys have been seeing this picture. If not, go to my page. Everyone's tagging me in it. There's a lot of action. A lot of people are going to be in this group. It's going to be very, very powerful, and this woman has been able to powerhouse her business in a very powerful way. She's a published author now. Oh, man, it's going to be so next level, and I have the honor and the privilege of dropping a value-based training inside of there. So I'm going to be sharing some pretty hot topics about numbers in there. Okay, so it's going to be very powerful. I'm going to do a powerful training, and then I'm going to invite people to a numerology event. Okay, so this is going to be happening in April, so I'm going to be gearing up for that. In the beginning of April, Sally and I are going to spend a couple of days in Arizona with Michael Burnoff for his core experience. It's an absolute crazy feel. Eve, how can I book me and my son in a private reading? What we're going to do is you're going to message me, because we've had a group session. So I'm going to give you a private link that's exclusive price for you. Or what you could do is, let's see if this will even work. I'm going to leave this page. Oh, I'm going to get feedback. Oh my gosh.
How can I book me and my son?
No, I'm going to let it go. I won't be able to do it properly and comment on it. But on my page, you see my website says BobbyFPerryhard.xyz. If you book in with that, I will give you the bonus privately, okay? So you can book in on my site, BobbyFPerryhard.xyz. And for you guys, I'd probably say you probably definitely want at least half an hour for your son and at least half an hour for yourself, because we love to absolutely let a parent know what's going on with your kid. So I'm going to get a chance to speak now. I'm going to be hosting another event in April. We're going to Core Experience with Michael Burnoff in the beginning of April. It's going to be so super powerful. This guy's like NLP master. He's taught Jang. He taught Jang. He was invited to speak at our April event. If you guys were there, oh man, it just took my breath away. It was back in last year in April, but a year ago. A year later, I'm going to his event. It's worth. You guys got to pick up mentors. You got to pick up people you got to pay to listen to. It's one of the most powerful things the top class will do, the world wealthy will do, is they will hire people to tell them what to do. I promise you that. I am no different, and all I do is I teach it back. I take what I learn and I give it back. I do what I do and I do what I do. Nothing I own is of me. The only thing I own is my own candor. And the only, like, my own personality. That's what Bobby is. Other than that, it's all regurgitated information. Nothing new under the sun. Even that, nothing new under the sun. I didn't come up with that. That's not something I came up with. That's a cliche. But I live my life by a solid, like, runaway one-liners and cliches. That's basically how I do. And it's funny to think that I've been talking for like a good solid 20 minutes, 25 minutes nonstop. I do intend to go for the full hour. That's how we do it. Okay, so in case you do or you are recognizing, you don't have to spend the full hour with me, but you will hear what you need to hear. Okay, so if you can't make it next week, I will be sad, but we will be missing you. We're going to be taking my little baby boy out to Arizona. He's going to meet his cousins out there. We have family out there. I'm everywhere. And so we're going to definitely enjoy that. It's going to happen there. Man, to experience and upgrade the way that I'm about to, it gives me like chills to think what's going to happen next. And I know that we're gearing up for some seriously powerful stuff. So what else is happening? We got, I wanted to do a live reading. So if you guys want to hang out with me, absolutely hang out with me. Whoever hasn't done their session with me, I will do a couple of live forecasts for you guys. So if anybody wants their numbers read, here may be your chance to see what I really do, to see what it looks like on the inside. So Allie Mae, you've invited me to speak to your people. I cannot wait to do that. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna go to see you guys in Arizona. I also have the Aligned Life Alliance. This is like a lot of A's in April, okay? Allie Mae, Accelerate Your Abundance, Aligned Life Alliance, Arizona. Oh man, it's gonna be a really powerful April. I'll tell you that for sure. Ouch, it hurts to laugh too much. So Danelle says, I'd love to see mine. Oh, I'd love to see her. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do Danelle's. Okay, so you put your birthday for me, and you do it month first, and then you give me the day, and then you give me the year, and I will. I'll tell you what to do next, okay? So you just drop your birthday in there for me, and I will lead you, my young lady. Now, we're going to be doing an Aligned Life Alliance with Craig. I think this is going to be a May move. He's telling me May, but I really want to speak some power and speak some life into this. I was so super excited when one of my clients stepped into his own spiritual role, Craig A. Hoy, after I put the A on his name, and has become a very powerful spiritual connector in a really powerful meditative way. And he owns an ancient mystery of knowledge in times of spirituality. In terms of spirituality, it's second to none. And I booked 2 sessions with him, one after the next. I was like, I got to get with this guy. And we've always been friends since we've known each other. And he's put together a group. He put together a program for a group that we're going to be unleashing. And it's going to be very, very powerful to see this, because he's going on a mission to become certified, and in a very deep spiritual way. So just getting his shaman wings, if you will. Okay, he's going to go to Costa Rica to do this. He's been exploding in value. I needed to see him because I knew what his time was worth. I needed to see him. He unlocked me. He helped me grow to a new. I was like, this is nuts. And it wasn't just him. There was Karen. There was Erica. There was. I know I'm missing a few. Holly. And if they're missing anyone else, I apologize. I saw a lot of people recently, and Craig was one of them. And hearing or letting him let me get to this next level, him helping me soar to this next level, it inspired us to link arms and create a program for others. So more details are going to come up on that soon. Pricing, it's like a 6-call thing. There's going to be a group of us. We're going to graduate a bunch of people. It's going to be you're going to get a personal session with me. It's really going to circulate around what Craig does and the power of what Craig and I do together. I absolutely have a bunch of value for all of my original clients. If you've already worked with me once, twice, 3 times, working with me in this context of this program, Aligned Life Alliance, will be something different. It's not, if you haven't worked with me, unfortunately, it's going to have to go back to the very beginning because I can't get that far with someone, especially when there's stuff to be done. If you haven't had your numbers read, we have to have a conversation. That's just the way it works. So when we're doing this thing around Craig's Power, there is a sincere, like, oh man, you guys got to watch out for this. Craig Ahoy, you are a master and an absolute legend. I am so freaking blessed to be able to work this alongside of you. I can't wait. It's going to be nuts. Okay. So what else we got going on? My app guy calls me and says, hey, your app's looking good. We just got to have some backward technical difficulties communicating with App Store. We're trying to get you guys sorted out. We're trying to negotiate you a better deal, and get your app live on the App Store. Like, drop the pen. What's up? Just enjoy this with me for one quick second. Everybody right now, imagine. I'm looking for my phone and I'm live on it. I always do that. But imagine with me, if you will, this app that allows you to experience what I can do on your own. This feeling of me showing up, this power of calculating your name and finding out what it means and what it says and what it does, and allowing you to actually have the power of that. Oh, gonna put me out of business. I promise you, no one's gonna need to book me anymore because they're gonna be like, oh, cool. I got what I needed. I got my name. Oh, I'm so good. Okay, so Danelle, you got 1982, May 27. If you are there, you let me know. You say what's up. Drop a comment. Tell me, hey, I'm here. I'm gonna read off some of the values that show up inside of your birthday, and this should be pretty validating, if you will. Okay, so this is a free reading, guys. I like to help people figure out Amanda, but not the same as a Bobby session. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you, though. Let's absolutely talk about your little baby boy. Come to the island. You have to meet my son. I can't wait for him to touch hands. Steph, what's going on, girl? How you doing? I'm just going to do some live reading here. Okay, so Danelle, we're going to look at your number at your birthday. And when I do this, I'm like, part of me wants to back up and see all these numbers, like try to see the shape, to find the constellation. Because you're born in May, you're born on the 27th, you're born in 82. Great, these are month, day, year. In terms of the cosmic calculator, this number adds up to 7. So when we get to a number 7 vibration, or number 7 life path, the first thing we see is that there's going to be an intuition, or like a quiet, or a sense of non-communication, or maybe you won't say as much, or you won't express yourself as much as you like to sometimes, or there could be a difficulty around that. See, this one number is one of like 30, so I can't I'm not going to nail who you are in a single sentence, but as this thing unfolds, you're going to start to see pieces of yourself. The first one saying, hey, this girl's reflective. She's going to be a little bit more smarter. She's going to be a little bit more quieter. She may not say everything she's thinking about. She may not show everybody what she's feeling. It may be a little bit of a closed book with you. So to get an information like this, you're like, let's see what he says. Let's see what he knows about me. Hey, know nothing about me. And I'm curious because this spiritual part of you, it's open to the deeper possibility of what's possible. And yet the reality of the 7 is like, I got a bullshit meter that can tell me right away if you're just talking something or if you know what you're doing. Like, I can feel it. I can feel your sincerity. And this is when the 7 starts to open up. We see numbers that are a vibration that can feel energy. It can be very quiet to it. It knows how to read it and understand it. And this on a nonverbal level. So when you show up not saying anything, you kind of know what someone's feeling. If there's an animal or a child, you can kind of connect with them a little bit deeper on a slightly deeper level. This is the 7. Then we get a number 5 that shows up in May. So the combination on top of this makes you very active. So these are two opposing concepts, because on one side it says, hey, I'm going to be really quiet. I'm going to sort of keep my head in the books. I'm not going to say what I'm really feeling. And then on the other side of the spectrum, it's like, I want to run, I want to jump, I want to explore and adventure, I want to travel, I want to move, I don't want to settle down. So the 5 wants to stay in constant motion, whereas the 7 doesn't want to move. So this can be like bouts of like procrastination mixed with like a furious, like, oh my God, I got to get everything done in like a fraction of the time. And this 5 wants to get all of this stuff done now. And the 7 is like, don't worry about it. All good things happen in divine timing. These 2 numbers kind of oppose each other. This can make for blurt outs or someone who's kind of like quiet, but slowly increasing the temperature as they judge you. And then next thing you know, she's going to just blow up and say something. Also, the need for freedom shows up in that number 5. The next value that opens up in your life when you get a little bit older is the 9, because you're born on the 27th. So when we're doing a reading, we basically talk about this like in chapters. So the next chapter that shows up, right on, perfect, thank you. The next chapter that shows up for you is to say, first of all, the number 7 says quiet and spiritual. Then the number 9 says universal and cosmic. So we're getting a vibration now that shows up for you to think completely disconnected, completely like outside of the experience. You need to be almost, because you're super sensitive to energy apparently, and these vibrations will feel the pains of others, but that inner fighter now takes on a really giant heart and says, I'm gonna love and I'm gonna help other people, but I want to be quiet about it. I'm not gonna say too much. Kevin O'Charlie, what's up, brother? I'm gonna wave to you. What's going on, man? Yo, my brother. I'm just doing Donnell a spiritual service here, man. You just interrupted a really super private conversation. I'm like, oh my God. You coming on Sunday, dude? You coming on Sunday, bro? You definitely got to come on night. Is it Sunday? I'm just going to quickly check my calendar. It is happening on the 31st. On the 31st of March, Kevin, come to my house. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, bro. All right, Danelle, so the middle place of your chart shows up as a 9, which is super cosmic, super disconnected, very emotionally connected to other people, but can be very energetically disconnected to yourself. And then the 7 to say, I don't have a self. I'm a piece of the cosmos universe. And this is like a little bit of a battle, okay? So that you're not winning because your communication now suddenly goes, like it absolutely like goes back into the universe, which makes you pretty good at time traveling and spiritual voyage and like living in the different world in your mind. But when it comes to speaking your truth and getting out there, it's like, I don't know what to say. Like, I know what to say. I know what to say. I just can't say it. I just don't know what's wrong with me. And like, I just don't know where my voice is. I'm trying to find my voice. And like, maybe you don't want to find it. Or maybe you feel like, oh, I lost it. I was louder as a kid. Now I'm like, much more giving. These numbers show up. So when we're taking a look, and here's my gift for you. Well, oh man, I guess I gotta like, I'm prepared. I hope I'm prepared. It'll do. It'll do. I'm gonna give you a gift because you're so awesome, and I know what that must feel like to, just want to. It's about impact. It's about like a strong care for others. I get it. I know that you're trying to do something big for other people, but it just can't get past this part. So what I want to do is I'm going to give you a name. I shall name you. And I wish I had this thing set up properly. This is my old phone, so here we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to name you, and on my bat phone. This is tactile. And I'm going to give you something you can use. So when you work with me, I tell this story, and then I tell the story of your name. So I actually talk about Danelle Witt, your birth name, if you've got a middle name, all that stuff. We're not going to do all that today, but we are going to move your name into the way it needs to be for business. I would imagine you're part of our community. If you are, let me know. If you're not, let me know. I'll tell you all about what we do. But if you are in business, let me know. If it's just a matter of your name here, We're about to put something you can use as a business in case you ever do need one. But let's go Danelle, single N, double L, and then WHITT. Okay. So what we would do is we would put a letter on this if it needed to be aligned. Now here's the power. Actually, I guess I can't write this. The power inside of Donnell Witt is showing up as a starter kit for business. This is one of the names that I start giving people when I work with them. So when I see a name like this as a brand, there's a feeling of, I'm fun, let's enjoy, let's make business, no need to worry about it, no need to get serious, let's just have a great time. This is a social atmosphere, this is a journey you're on, it's a journey of 1,000 miles and begins with one step, right? And you just gotta enjoy it for what it is. And it starts the vibration in a direction to say, let's make some money and let's make something happen. When it grows into its larger state, so you're not it, when your life grows, you'll get to a place where you've got people inside of your business, you've got an organization, you've got people in your downline, you've got a community around you. You're gonna want a name or feel for a name that's either more serious or it allows you to express the further generations of wealth, or you don't. And you just say, hey, I'm Donnell Witt. It looks good. It will always look good. I don't need to change it. I don't need to mess with it. Let's rock this. Okay, so this is a starter kit name that will help you get moving. But does it take you full game long term? It's not that club. It's the long drive club. But then the short game at the end where it really counts, it starts to be a little bit too clunky because this thing is all about the fun and the joy and no big deal and let's not worry about it. That doesn't last very long. When you grow into a parent or you need to get into a vibration of seriousness or you're trying to get away from $5,000 a month and build a business that's $50,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference in that vibe. What I would suggest is that you run this name. This thing is good. If you want something new, if you want to use something else, let's say you're yeah, but I'd like a switch. I want a gift. I want to use a new name. I would say, first of all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in the second value, if you're okay, fine, I'll give you something. People do take 2 letters. You could upgrade this by using the letter EM, by using the letter EV, by using the letter ED, or DE, ME, VE. So you could combine those 2 letters to make one. You could also combine EB, EK, or ET. So Donnell T.E. Witt. Or you can even spell Donnell Witt with an extra E and an extra T and brand like that. Imagine getting creative, right? There are ways to take your starter kit, absolutely epic, powerful, super grow party name and move into the more deeper understanding because your birthday is deep. We were talking about it, deep, sensitive, emotionally, intuitively, there's an energy in there. We get that. And then a name that says, woohoo, party, what's up? You may be feeling a little bit oh, great, I know it's a good name, right? But I'm not going to that party. I need something a bit more elegant. I need something a bit more something's going to make me look smart, not just something that's going to turn heads with sequins on it. I get it. That's a powerful name. It's a good feel. It's going to get attention. It's going to move. It's absolutely ready for the party. It's absolutely ready to look good. So, hey, no problem, right? You can't party the rest of your life. So when I'm talking to someone and they got a really powerful name, usually the grass is greener on the other side. They're oh, I'm stuck. And I'm yeah, me too. Your name's awesome. What are we going to do here? So you want to mess up your name? I mean, if you want, we could take a look at your middle name. We could also, but this is what I do for people. I basically take the time we have and we detail this story. We detail this story so that you have understanding and clarity around who you are. Oh my God, this is crazy. And then next thing you know, we get a chance to build it, rebuild it in a very graceful way to put you back in the place you want to be so you're moving forth in the right direction you want to grow into. This is what I do. This is basically how I help my entrepreneurs, help my team, help my family, help my wife, I help my life, I help everything about this, guys. This is the most powerful thing that you'll ever see is what does stuff mean? You can't just Would you buy paper if it wasn't straight? Like if the paper was just like crooked all the time, it wouldn't be standardized. If you had a house that was always like in a different shape, I mean, they're all unique, but they're all pretty much, a house. Like you could recognize one. But if one came in sideways, it just wouldn't make sense. And yet our names come in sideways, our names come in all messed up, they come in ripped and torn and abstract, and they don't actually have a uniform sense of understanding. This is why we do what we do. And I'll tell you something, like, let's be fair. Let's be fair here for a second. This is beautiful. Like, if you are one of these, like if this is what you are in life, and like this is what you look like there's nothing wrong with like the glamorous beauty of like how unique and awe-inspiring you are, and oh my God, right? But there's no denying the craftsmanship. There's no denying the math of an object and a shape. And sometimes objects and shapes need to go through a process to which they can be lined up. And does that make them any less worth? No. Does it make them more valuable? Absolutely. Does it make one less than the other? Absolutely not. Like, no, it really doesn't. But if you're going to try to cut something with a pillow, good luck. If you want to cut something, you need something sharp. The same thing with like having balls or going into an interview or, doing a sales pitch. You got to know you got to be able to say, like, you want to speak confidence, personality, business, profitability. Like, what are the ingredients between you and a successful business conversation? Like, let's just like put that back into your mind for a second, what we're doing here. This feeling is like, okay, I get that it's super spiritual, it's crazy, I know who I am, what do I do with it? Does your name make someone feel like they can trust you? Does it make them feel like your name is feeling? Working with a girl today, and we're going through her names, and like, yeah, it works, let's figure it out. And then we came across a certain one, we were like, oh, you got it, I got it. It looks good. I like that name. That name fits. She's like, oh, I love it. This feels so right. Even when you say it, I'm like, that's the power. Sometimes people are more sensitive to it than others. But I'm telling you guys, that's the power. Is you look at a name that works good, feels good, and it makes all the difference. And yes, it's as weird as having an extra letter in your name. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. That's why the two are connected. You speak power into magic. This is what we do. And the word is like what distinguishes us from civilizations or from evolution is our ability to communicate. So of course there's going to be a hidden layer, a hidden understanding, a hidden meaning that I've been super blessed enough to uncover and discover. It's been nuts. It's been so super cool. So Donnell, I would suggest you could take letters if you want to upgrade. Or if you're not done with that name, I'm not surprised if you ever are, what we would probably be talking about if we were talking together would be, does your legal name look as good? Does the name you use for powerful places like your mortgage, your car payment, your bank stuff, does that name actually line up? Or are you leaving it to side? And that's tough because you can't just change those names, right? So when we're working with in a one-on-one situation, it gets deep. We go through the tough stuff. I get it, okay? So it's something that happens. But take into consideration, guys, there is nothing more powerful than learning about what your name means and who you are and what your birthday says about you. This is you. This is you. This isn't like a thing we're trying to figure out about some sort of abstract thing you're dealing with. You've been living this story your entire life. Literally, you've been living this story your entire life. And we're infinite cosmic beings, right? Like, we're not just like human beings trying to like live a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. So we're all infinite. It's the differences in our reflections that give us the identity of I'm on my own, or I'm doing this by myself, or me against the world. And we isolate by thinking that glass is like a one-sided mirror. because it's like, wow, you get what you are, right? Like attracts like. Your vibe attracts your vibe. So if you're vibing at a powerful level, it's only a matter of time before you start bringing in seriously powerful people and then helping a lot of other people wake up and get back in it. So man, like, I say this again because I know there's going to be a lot of power here. If you guys book in live with me right now and I read your name, I'm not sure if I can do that. You let me know that you booked in. If you book in with me live while I'm on this thing right now, I will invite you to my live session on the weekend, or I will give you a bonus session to add on to. Bettina, what is up? Bettina, how's it going? Welcome. I'm just basically, oh man, energy's lit tonight. I'm absolutely so in the zone right now. I was basically just, I'm just talking about stuff that's happening inside of my business or inside of what's happening. We did a reading. We got really deep. If you're feeling so called and love a quick one-liner or a comment about our experience or about our session, or even maybe about how the name has made you feel, I also am giving, guys, for any one of my clients, I'm giving you guys, I'm just going to wave at you there, give you some love from the palm of my hand. I'm giving you guys a free report. So inside of your session, I gave you a written report, and I will give you another one free of charge if you film me a 1 to 2 minute video about our experience that I can use for my marketing material. So it's super emotional to get these. And I'm like, man, thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man. I was like, so super sweet, dude. And like, you know, sister, I appreciate that, girl. And like the feeling of you guys saying those super sweet things, I'm like, I'll tell you, like, I've yet to use it for my marketing material. I'm still putting together the library. I just use it to look at it, to use it to make myself feel good. I'm not going to lie. You guys make me feel great. I love it. I love helping you in your lives. You guys are worth it. You're worthy. Oh, man. What a beautiful set of people. You guys fucking awesome. So, yeah, Bettina, if you're feeling called, I would absolutely love to honor that. It's an ongoing thing now. If anybody gives me a testimonial, if you're getting a free session or a free report, Elmore, what's going on, my bro? Oh, I was going to click to wave at you. I got you, Eve. You got it. I know. Elmore is another really powerful, just smoking awesome dude. Absolutely. I don't know how. I looked inside of his chart, so I know how numerologically he's evaded aging. Like, he's just not going to get older. He's just getting younger. And he's just getting better and stronger. So great to see you, bro. I'm just basically trying to convince all my clients to let me know, to let my audience know what it's like to work with me. Whether you book in with me or you film me a small video, I'll give you an extra report for a friend. But lots going on. I got an app in the works. There's a calculator. I'm gonna do all kinds of cool content. You guys can basically like plug in a name, plug in a birthday. You get a quick small little reading, access to videos of mine. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna send you stuff. I'm gonna be super annoying and get into your life in every single possible way. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna act as an introducer or like a value-based offer for my Enagic business. So get this. It's going to lead you in, or like for those of you who are not in our opportunity, it's going to like for external, I've got another audience, okay? I've got people who aren't in Enagic yet, so just relax, okay? I dare you to shave your head. I've shaved my head. What's wrong with doing that? It's not much of a dare. I mean, like you know, like this, I'm definitely, I have done it before. Fuck your book. Well, I actually haven't gotten it yet, so I will absolutely make love to it when I do write it. But yeah, I would definitely shave my head again. I think I should, right? Just for like the summer or like for the new weather. But I will be cutting my hair, absolutely. But so yeah, guys, any testimonials, I would absolutely appreciate that. Absolutely would love that to be able to come out with that, guys. My app is gonna be so super nuts. It's gonna be crazy. Next week, we're doing a live. It's going to be here at the house. We're also doing a group session, so you're guys going to get a chance to work inside of that. And then what we'll do is I'll donate some money, Mark. That's awesome. It won't take you very – I probably shouldn't tell you how little it will take me to shave my head. Because if now you're throwing money on it, I think I might just play poker with you for a bit. And yeah, been working out, Big Mommy. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I haven't. I've actually been eating good. I've been eating right. Thanks to my Sally. She's been feeding me food that I'm like, oh, man. I'm gonna love this, and I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna enjoy this. This is good food. It's not processed. It's no carbs. There's no gluten in it. It's vegetables, that kind of stuff. Cut your eyebrows. Now, see, there is something that I don't think I would do. That would be like, I'm not gonna do that again. Now I just like to keep them nicely manicured. You know what I'm saying? I'll donate for that. Oh, you guys are awesome. No, I'm definitely gonna keep part of this on. I think I do want to maybe I'll bring the mohawk back. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. So who else is out there? Should I do another free reading? Does anybody else want to get their numbers read? I figured if I do that, then Sanjay's gonna leave really quickly. But yeah, if you haven't had your chart done, I'd love to hand it to you and give you a quick little insight into what I do. I promised I would do that. I didn't want to just basically just sit here promote all my stuff and not actually help anybody understand what it is that I do. I help people meet themselves. I teach people about what's actually happening inside of their chart, their birthday, their life. It's crazy. It goes down to the grassroots and down to the core of who you are. And knowing this, it makes it hard to look at life the same. It makes it really difficult to look at life the same because you end up looking at it whoa, that's my life. I've been there. I was actually living this. And to see it occur again in your name and your birthday, it's what are you talking about? What is life? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. I don't think that's the way that it works, but that's the way that I say it. Man, it's crazy. So if you do want to get your numbers read, I will do that for you guys right now. Just drop your birthday in the comments if you want to. I'd absolutely love to do that for you guys. Whoa, 2 angles. Keep up the good work. Yes, thanks, buddy. It's about using all of these angles all at once. And April is going to be the most angulated month that I can possibly think of. I'm starting a 90-day boot camp in my business, if you will. Just taking all the stops out, doing all the trainings, getting absolutely just submersing myself in the community, reading, taking a break from all of the fun stuff and doing all of the good stuff. So this will be one of the biggest broadcast events that I'm going to do. I've done one before, but it was half-assed. Now that I got a son, I'm let's do this. Let's get real. This means I'm eating healthy. I'm reading good books. I'm doing my business. I'm working on it every day. I'm with you guys. So yeah, you'll get a really good, solid insight into my life. I'll be serving more people than ever before. It's going to be nuts. I'm going to be growing. I'm going through courses myself. I'm diving into Arizona. I'm doing work with Craig. Craig Ahoy. I'm doing work with Ali May. I'm absolutely going to be rocking a training inside of there too. So there's a list full of stuff. I'm doing a group event. I'm going to be organizing more group events. I know that there's people going to come up and be yo, can we do one for my team as well? So we're going to absolutely organize that when that thing comes in. If you have the opportunity to get this done in person, I would invite you to my chair, my couch, and sit down with us and let me blow your freaking mind and change your whole game. The amount of clarity that you get, oh dude, Elmore, guys, get your reading done. It's fucking worth it, bro. Fucking worth it. I look back at my life and I'm just this is crazy. Just to think that I was hopping around through jobs and trying to find, my way in life. And you start with this one journey and you never know where it goes. You never know where it leads you and what happens next. You gotta move at the speed of light, move at the speed of business, move at the speed of love. If you don't, you're gonna miss opportunities. You're gonna be paralyzed by thought. Where would I have been if I didn't do this, and this, and this? And to let that story really sink in, that you have your own personal destiny, your own personal legend. I get a chance to map it out. So it's crazy. Anybody out there who hasn't had your numbers read, guys, I would challenge the people watching to share this and say, Bobby's doing a free reading for anybody who hasn't had it done. Come and see your chart like read for free or whatever. Share this video, and that way we can share this with more people. We are recording this, so this will land on my YouTube, which is a pretty powerful thing that's happening, is that I'm amassing a library of content. And inside of here, you will be able to access all of my replays, the stuff that we do with Sally together, her business, my group sessions, personal videos, insights into my life, small little, like media that you guys get a chance to see what it looks like to be entrepreneurs, what it feels like to live this life, and to express that with others is the greatest joy. It's sending the elevator back down. I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, this is it. We live on our phones. We live with our families. We do what we got to do. I would rather live on my phone and on an internet connection than through a commute and missing my kids grow up and like not being here for it and being super tired when I get home from work, and then having to like alleviate my wife while I take care of the kids, and she's freaking exhausted. I'm freaking exhausted. Kids are, they need love too. And in the style of life that we have, we're both full-time parents. We're both full-time entrepreneurs. We're like on the edge of like homeschooling our kids. Hey, Denny, how's it going? What's up? Got a cool couple quick promos right now. Next week, I'm doing a group session, and I'm also inviting people to have a bonus if they book in with me live on my group, on my live right now. If you book in with me on my website, I will give you an invite into my group event next week. Okay, so in case you wanted to be part of one of the next biggest events that are happening, absolutely next week is the time. So share this video, share with your friends. I'm doing free readings right now. So for those of you who haven't had your session done with me, I open you to open up and share your numbers with us, to put your birthday down. I will read your chart for you. And so this is basically what I'm doing, just catching people up. There's been a lot going on. I'm being featured with Craig in May. We're going to Arizona in April, where I'm also being featured inside of Ali May's Accelerate Your Abundance. Like Ingrid Arnott, Alex Tripod, like these women are like super powerful, and I get a chance to line with them again. Like I did this back in July in Queensland, and I'm like, now I get a chance again to be on this roster, and man, it makes you feel so super powerful when you get thought of, and people are like, I need you there. Can you do this? Can you pull it? I'm your boy. I can get it done. Absolutely. You don't ever worry about me. I'm absolutely going to be there and speak power and speak life. So anybody who wants to get their numbers read, if you're with us, you're with us. If not, hey, you know what? You can catch the replay on my YouTube. And if you are catching the replay on the YouTube, you're watching this and you're like, shit, man, where's all my goodies? Where's all my freebies? Where's all my gifts? Watch me live. When I do stuff live, I hook up. And other than that, send me a message, whether it be through Facebook or send me a DM on Insta or on YouTube, my business page, or even just me. Like, honestly, like, there's a reason why you're seeing this. I am not me. Imagine that I am just a piece of this universe, and I am just another walking piece of the atmosphere. Okay, like your life is you. This is your relationship with God, not mine. I'm just standing here in the way. I'm being a piece of God energy, and I'm showing you that there's an ability for you to learn and live inside of your numbers, and inside of your chart exist components about you that can help inspire you to become a better person, and to actually help you become a better person to your family, to your business, and to contribute, accomplish more. You owe it to yourself. Back in the day, we didn't need to wear clothes. We didn't know what they were. Now, if you don't wear clothes, it's kind of weird, right? You better be in the shower or doing something fun or going to sleep or cleaning, right? The feeling is there, like, clean naked, right? So the feeling there is that, like, you know better now. The same thing happens with the name. You didn't get a chance to choose it. You didn't get a chance to be there when you got it. But on a deeper level now, you have to recognize your God-given right to measure it and see, is this as silly as putting a letter on my name that can help everything that can tie up my life's problems and get me out of obscurity and into the power zone? Yes. Yes, it does. So, yeah, this is a free reading for everyone. It's because, Elmore, it's because there's only 3 of you guys here. There's only a few people live. It's like 10 p.m. It's a different time zone. People are at work. Not everyone's living the free life. So that's why I build a library. That's why I want to make sure it's here for others. So other people can find entertaining in this. And I hope you got the message you needed. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We've come to the hour, so I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to post this on my YouTube. Stay tuned with my YouTube. Just subscribe to it. It's going to be the ground zone for all of my content and media. I'm moving it out of Facebook. Facebook is here. I love you, Facebook. Always love you. You guys are awesome out there at the team. You've never shut me down. You don't deny me. I respect and appreciate your platform so much. I hope you love what I do for the platform and what I bring, and the battery power and the data that we spend together. I hope that that's worth it for you. I know that our relationship grows in time, and for you guys in your own personal journey, make love with it. Absolutely find it, fall in love with it, make love to it, and understand that you are worth it, you are worthy, and that love child of success is yours. And so, or it's up for you, okay? So you should have that. Mesu, how's it going? Great to connect you. Love the new name. So super cool. Elmore, to share with some people, man, too, that's why. Absolutely. We're out here to help people. So thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you guys next week. I was supposed to have a special guest tonight, but unfortunately, the weather took over. So we're going to postpone my special guest till next week, but it's going to be a blowout. We're launching 90 days. You ready? Are you ready to shove your business into a new direction and like take off? Because I am. I absolutely am. And I know that a lot of you are putting your hand up right now, like, Bobby, I'm with you. All right, if you're with me, you're with me. And if that means you're with me, then let's do this. Let's make this the best 90 days, because I promised my kids I would take them to Disneyland in July. So I'm absolutely looking forward to that. This is going to be our nice little break from all of this. But I hope you guys have a great day, morning, night, whenever you're finding this message, that it finds power within you. And it's been a blessing and a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to serve you guys in business and in life, as always. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. You have a great night.